afternoon, meteorologist Hunter Ward coming to you January 18th. We have another system that looks to affect western North Carolina. Not exactly sure how much snowfall, but it does look like wintry precipitation is going to move back into our forecast Thursday night and into Friday. Just how long and duration this event is still remains to be seen. We've got a model battle that is occurring currently. European and the NAM model show a little bit more overrunning precipitation compared to the GFS. But I expect to see some consensus come over the next day or so. We'll get the short-range NAM 3KM model in there as well, getting us some readings back. And just going to do our best to forecast this one for you guys and let you know what's coming. But difficult forecast with this one. These overrunning events, when there's a little bit of upper-level energy involved, sometimes aren't modeled correctly, and so we may not be able to nail down our forecast till I see the radar on Thursday. So bear with me, and we'll get this one nailed down for you. I want to thank Red Wolf Contracting Services, CP Cruising and Company, and our new sponsor, Time to Travel. Travel agency locally. They specialize in Disney trips, on all sorts of all-inclusive trips to Sandals resorts, and so check them out. You can get the hot link down there as well. 29 degrees around Asheville right now. Midday, it's somewhat nasty. I mean, as far as the snow is melting, but, you know, driving around on the roadways, it's just a sloppy mess. My car got so much salt on it. Looking at the Grimes Tice Anderson camera, downtown Asheville, beautiful. And check this out. Look at the BannerElk.com live camera right now. Just gorgeous up in Banner Elk. These areas got 14, 15, 16 inches of snow. Grandfather Mountain just caked with that rime ice as well. So absolutely beautiful view up there in Banner Elk. More snow to come, it looks like, for many of you guys in those locations. Let's see if our Henco Repro Graphics camera, it's finicky over there. It hasn't came back online yet. Haywood County Farm Bureau insurance camera up here, Dutch Cove. You can see beautiful up in their area. Better Homes and Garden, Bryson City camera, Mountain View in the background, caboose down below, beautiful view. Lynn Freeman Bush, realtor, camera on the Hands-On Museum there in downtown Hendersonville. And then we've got the Blaylock excavation camera as well out in the, looking at the Waynesville Valley there and the NC State Agricultural Research Center. Let's look at one more TJ Hooper nationwide camera. Brevard got hammered with snow. Still some snow out there. It looks like they've got it off the middle of the roadway now, which is good. So, all right, let's go ahead and turn around. Let's see what our models are showing. I'll go ahead show you what the most recent European model shows, then we'll go with the GFS, then we'll show you the NAM, and maybe a couple other short-range models. So let's put this in a usable format here, the forecast loop, and then we'll go down. Just watch what happens with this wave progression, okay? So here's what we're watching down here. We're watching this low pressure in this system develop, and this high pressure that moves off the coast. All of these, several players on the field that are going to create this, it's a baroclinic zone that develops between two high pressure. So you got low pressure that's down here, but you got high pressure squeezing together. That squeeze will bring in a little bit of moist air from the Gulf Atlantic, either or, and it will push this way as that high pressure expands. So check out what happens with the precipitation. Thursday, it looks to start as rain in the morning, most of the day rain. Higher elevations could be snow, and then the stream kind of reinvigorates itself. Now, it remains to be seen how much it reinvigorates itself. The European model was a little bit more bullish on this earlier, but it bears watching. The European and the NAM model kind of look similar. So as this progresses out, check this out, you can see snowfall developing Friday morning, and then watch as the stream reinvigorates. You know, how much of this northern stream right here is snow? It's really difficult to tell you. I think that we're going to see some parts of northeast Georgia see snowfall, even upstate South Carolina, right along the North Carolina, Tennessee, or North Carolina, South Carolina border. You can see that there's a little bit of a CAD signature. Guys, there's just a lot going on in the atmosphere right now, and I guess I just don't really expect the models to have the handle on this. I've seen this before, And, you've got 3 high pressures, one here funneling air this way, and then 2 more that are funneling air down. You've got a zone of truncation, an area where there's a meetup zone happening here. And then we've got a low pressure that's going to be ejecting itself here out of Texas, but that takes a while to occur. So as we progress it, you can see snowfall occurring Friday during the day and all through the day, and then as this storm really ramps up, it exits the coast. Now the European model is not as amped up as it was earlier, so it is showing some signs of intensity-wise going towards the GFS, but what we're seeing here is they're going to come together in between, and it's going to end up being a moderate to decent snowfall for all of western North Carolina, in my opinion. And so here's the GFS model. Run this out as well. So very similar. It just, this northern stream of precipitation, how much is it going to, how much moisture is actually going to be there? I've seen this before, and the models don't do a very good job of modeling that northern periphery of precipitation. Get a little bit of southwest enhancement as well as it comes through the mountains. So we'll see what exactly happens with this. A lot of times with these overrunning precipitation events, though, we end up getting a couple to several inches of snow here in western North Carolina, and I've seen it give over a foot, similar to what the European model was showing yesterday. So the chances there for a higher end snowfall, a lot of players on the field, a lot to take into consideration here, and a unusual situation that we don't have a lot to compare it to. We don't typically have these Arctic high coming out and a tropic high pushing in. We don't get that area develop every winter. So, basically forecasting off of my previous knowledge on the situation and the event, and then just trying to move forward from there. And so we'll do our best to get you the best forecast. And I do think that, if we're looking at probabilities right now, we're probably looking at 40-50% chance of a higher end snowfall total. I believe there's a 90 to 100% chance that we'll see some form of snowfall Thursday night into Friday. But what exactly falls, and is there another wave that comes behind that? There's a lot to still be nailed down, and the European model is quicker this time, whereas the GFS has a storm behind that, and that storm affects central North Carolina a little bit more. So we don't have any agreement with the models, and that's really frustrating from a forecaster standpoint. Last storm we had a little bit better agreement, and the short range models were what kind of created pause with that warm nose and downsloping. There is some warm nose that could be felt here, but it's not, the low pressure isn't as strong. So as far as snow for southwest western North Carolina, I think places like Bryson City have a better shot here at seeing some accumulating snowfall. And but like I said, just moving forward, going to do my best here. This is two back-to-back really difficult forecast here in western North Carolina, and it's hard to say. You hear people say that the forecasts are difficult all the time, but these models change all the time. And so here's the NAM model. Look at this piece of energy that runs it. It runs that trough. I've seen this before. I've seen it happen. All this energy, there's usually just a little bit more northern periphery, and this trends 20 so miles to the north, and this is a big time snowstorm for western North Carolina. So we've got to watch for that moving forward. NAM and European model both show around 3 to 4 inches for all of western North Carolina through Friday. GFS shows nothing. So we'll move from there. European ensemble shows higher end totals, and it has 30 or so members with 6+ inches of snowfall. So got to take that with a grain of salt as well. And as we move forward, I'll try to nail this forecast down. We'll do another video for you tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow afternoon I can put out an accumulation map, a projected accumulation map. A little bit more difficult with this storm compared to the last storm to nail down that accumulation, but last storm was very difficult as well. So enough about how difficult it's going to be. I will get to work and continue to watch these models come in and try to do my best, giving you the best forecast possible going into Thursday and Friday. So check back with me tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Give this video a like, and you'll get a notification if you subscribe when the next video goes up. So thank you guys for joining me. Really appreciate all you guys' support, and check back soon for some more information. Thanks.